so before I progress with the story, I'm walking around talking to these named people to see if they have quests for me. Here is Loss Prevention Officer Warren L. Warren. What a name. Looks like you've lost something. Couldn't prevent that from happening?
Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes.
Was I sneaking, or were you just situationally unaware? That's rude, but that's also true.
Could be a little of both, I'll grant you. I've been so wrapped up in my business, I'd barely notice a ship dropping out of the sky if it didn't land on me. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation.
Oh, yeah, I was walking past this guy. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and find that. He was talking about ectoplasm. I also don't like the word unfleshly manifestation, but we'll say that.
Look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a hurt, but just hear me out. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished.
Okay. Could they be hiding in one of these houses?
I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, be my guess.
Okay, wait. Did you say a being of pure information?
Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars, yet. But it's one theory.
I don't have any science or any medical. I need to start putting at least 1 point in everything to be able to talk about certain things. Does this mean it's a quest and I'm locked out because I can't say these things? No, okay, I can still say it. I'll look around, see if I can turn up anything.
I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
Starts the mysterious case of the Midnight Marauder. I also don't like, so when they're talking about lamps, they mean eyeballs. Aren't lamps also what they call boobs? So him saying a nice pair of lamps helping him out. Okay. Loss Prevention Officer Warren asked for your help in solving the mystery of food going missing from the Fairchild greenhouse. He claimed to see someone leaving the greenhouse late at night. Help LPO. So do I need to make it nighttime? Is that a thing I can do? I don't seem able to sit in the chairs. Is that a mock apple? Alright. Here's the greenhouse. Okay, I gotta be careful because I think there's another quest giver right over here. So I'm gonna drop a save right now. Just to be safe, because if I get too close to them and have to reload later to get their dialogue. I'm not seeing a way in.
Around about the rifts. The lab codes can't figure them out. Some people worship. Stable. What if they swallow us up?
I gotta wait for these people behind me to stop talking before I move forward. But oh, this is Emily, who he mentioned. Can you guys stop talking out there?
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. Or a full half-dozen automechs, all by my lonesome.
You know, it might help if you turn it on. Well, oh, but before I talk to you, Emmeline, can I re-talk to him real quick? And I'm guessing I'm gonna follow the mock apple trail because there's a trail of mock apples.
Saw you coming this time.
No sign of your greenhouse bandit or manifestation yet, but I'll keep looking. Yeah, there's a trail of mock apples, so I'm gonna have to follow that. They're gonna piece of candy me. Okay.
I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment.
All right, well, this looks like a lot of work. Is it just you here?
I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
Okay, I gotta get some info, some items to help, or have observation. I'm just curious what all this is for.
Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in a chemical vat. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators.
Okay. Then what do you use it for?
Research mostly, some wholesale, and as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me.
You get nothing. Just telling you that right now. That percentage is too low. You get nothing. Nothing. Like I said, I was just passing through and thought I'd look around.
Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself out.
Thanks, Emily. I'm gonna have a look around, if you don't mind. I really don't like the tree movement. Sounds a little bit like bones popping. Mock apples. But there's 2 pieces of evidence or something, item, I don't know, that I need to help with conversation with her. Is one of them a mock apple?
You're back. Why?
Nope.
Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself out.
So you were adorable till you started having a huge attitude, but I guess your job sucks. Okay, let's follow the apple trail. It was you! Okay, Sorry, shouldn't be yelling that at random people. I don't have brawn, and I don't have engineering. And I unfortunately cannot tell an ally to use their powers or abilities. Biomass grenade. Why did that bird have a biomass grenade? Okay, so I cannot get in here at all. Which means I don't think it's in there, because if it's quest related, I would have to be able to get inside. Knock knock! Hey! How you doing? You been stealing apples? That's what he's looking for, right? Apple thieves? What do you got in your trash can? What is this? Lily Juan's goodbye. Hey, this is a confiscation thing. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I'm not gonna read that or listen to that audio log yet. You guys got any apples? Apples? You're just like another guy I saw earlier, but you have red hair. Coming in! Oh, this is the so you've been liberated thing. Alright. Moving up to the next house. Moving on up. Okay, well, there's a terminal.
DeVries sure has some cheek putting the Earth-Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
I didn't memorize that was the symbol. I just opened the terminal, saw it was DeVries' terminal, and immediately was gonna leave, because that's main story stuff. I thought, at first I was like, oh, that ties into the quest I'm on, but then no, it ended up being, okay, it's this again. It ended up being DeVries. Okay. So, is it just that? Is it the last goodbye? That wouldn't make sense. I guess the person went, stole the apples, so they then wrote a goodbye message. Because I think I've now checked all the houses. Ooh. Right. I followed the apples, they led this way, they stopped here, but I can't get in. It also doesn't seem like there's really anything in there, so what is this? Hello? I don't think it should be sparking this much. Sentinel Lorenz. Contingencies? I confess, I did not think a cellar would be of much use when I first moved into this house. Imagining a natural disaster or some unlawful uprising occurring in Fairfield, of all places, seemed absurd. Now we are at war, and I have even heard it rumored that the invaders will attack Paradise Island should the worst come to pass. My resolve will not waver. I will, of course, answer duty's call and repel those fiends by any means necessary. But having somewhere safe to fall back to could prove valuable. Administrator code. Twice this week, I've put the wrong code and locked myself out of the terminal. It's happened a third time. I suspect I will be recommended for mental refreshment due to insufficient recollection. Given how scattered I've felt, maybe that would be for the best. I keep waiting for the Sovereign to call me up to combat, the invaders. But no, I have orders to remain here in Fairfield. No matter, I must remain diligent. Perhaps I'll write the code down and pin it to the refrigerator or some such, until I've properly memorized it. It is not as though I entertain visitors. Okay, that is part of this mission. Good. So I was following an apple trail for no reason, because he's at the house that it happened at. Okay. Burbleberry Crunch! Regal Tarts and Borsworth Rockets. Oh, it fell on the floor. What looks to be a terminal administrator's code has been written onto this scrap of paper. Thanks, you're not going to tell me what the code was. Just gonna... There's another requirement here as well. Oh, I can hack it. If I had one more in hack. Access the code. I'm gonna unseal the cellar? I didn't even see a cellar. So it has to be outside? Nope, it went, oh, I didn't notice apples went this way, because the last apple I see is here. Nothing told me there was an apple over here. So I was right in following the apples. I just thought it was leading to that building. Because the next apple is, oh, there's one. Okay.
It was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples.
Apples? What are you talking about?
Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse?
Why would you ransack the greenhouse?
The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays.
Okay. Bread noodles? No, I'm gonna say, oh, I don't have observation. You must have been starving to risk your lives for food.
Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary distraction, nothing more.
Even a distraction can be fatal at the right moment.
If you are conniving for some concession of weakness, you will be a long time waiting.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh, seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
Okay, there has to be a way to get them to go work at the place, right? This doesn't have to end in them dying. There should be a way for me to convince them that they can go and continue to do the Proctorate's work, working inside of the place. I'm not going to tell them to wait upstairs. I'm not going to say that... I don't like any of these, so I'm going to have to go with so much for your fancy theories.
You've got me there. Nothing enigmatical about a trio of Protectorate stowaways.
The more I listen to you invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need to rid our fair island of your wretched stupidity by any means necessary.
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead.
I like the red and black aesthetic here. Aesthetic. But of course, they're the enemy, right? They got heavy Sith in this right here. You really are brainwashed, aren't you?
Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet.
I'm guessing that means you also wouldn't consider joining Auntie Cleo's? Auntie's choice?
I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a corporate contract.
All right, I'll take that as a no. Would you accept being prisoners of war then?
A generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the Sovereign.
Well, clearly, which is why you're cowering in here rather than confronting the enemy head on. That's a speech 3. It's a check mark means I guarantee a pass, right?
I will admit, dying like a cornered sprat is not the righteous future the Order predicted for me as a child. But what other option is there? Failure is disallowed. Surrender is treason.
Three more corpses won't make a difference to the war effort. You'll be dying for nothing. Which one's the better choice? I know that this is gonna end. There is a way to end this with them working at the thing. There has to be.
You must think highly of your skills to believe you would come out on top during an engagement. But undoubtedly, there would be casualties. Very well. With so many invaders yet to slay, I would be remiss to relinquish our lives in such an unworthy duel. We surrender. For now.
That was some slick talking. Can't believe you got them to surrender without firing a shot. I thought for sure we'd have to blast our way out of here. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish.
He wanted it to be ghosts. I'm not gonna judge you, buddy. I also want ghosts. Tell me.
I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish.
Okay, so you thought your friend's ghost is what was doing this. No, it's all good. It's difficult to lose people you care about. We all grieve differently.
I appreciate that. Never really talked about the direction of my thoughts on this topic with no one before. Wow, it's like I'm lighter. Thank you for everything. Truly.
Okay, that completes the quest. Can I get them? Is there a way to convince them?
Why do you linger? Do you enjoy watching us so abased?
No, I want you guys to join.
What more could you want from us? I've nothing to say to you, interloper.
And there's another lockbox in here. Okay, I'll grab that later.
Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore.
Okay, come on. There has to be a way, right? There has to be a way. Unless I missed it, like the opportunity. Because what are the odds that we find 3 people and she needs people to work for her?
You're back. Why?
No, that's not the info I need.
Well, I've got a lot left to do and not much time left.
Okay, I don't need the attitude lady. Well, I guess that's it. Maybe they have to go to prison first, and then I stop by the cells? I'm just gonna have to start buying those because I'm not finding them. I'm not finding them at all as much as we did in the first game. They could have killed him when I walked away. Fine, I guess we're done.